The lesson.
Oh yeah.
Complete.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, bro. Good. Good to be
All
in
the
Adelaide.
way, yeah, all the way down from Perth.
Yeah.
Did the Chris Webby gig last night?
Yeah.
How'd you find that?
It was amazing, man.
Yeah.
Adelaide's always very rowdy, and yeah.
Yeah, I think you were down here not that long ago at NSS.
Yeah, went to Elizabeth.
Yeah, you broke some sort of record there.
We did. At then, apparently we did the most tickets.
Yeah.
I think like Rates and that have performed since, so I doubt we still have that record. But yeah, man, it was an amazing show. It's a great venue.
Now, last night was actually the first time I got to see you perform live. Crazy live show, man.
Thanks, bro.
Like, real good. Now, I think the first thing that you did would have been '09.
Yeah.
That you put out, and that was it part of a group or a
Yeah,
collective?
it was part of the crew, the Psyh Ward, which is me, Sever, Cogs, Defect, Misk, and Omac. And back then there was a few less of us, but yeah, we released a mixtape called Daddy's Cold Fingers in 2009, and just gave that out for free. And yeah, that was our first release, really.
Now, prior to that, I mean, how did you get into the whole rapping thing?
Just in like maybe year 6, started listening to Eminem and 50 Cent. It was that whole era where 50 Cent and G were just starting to pop off, and
That was a dope era.
yeah, I loved it. And so I just started kind of walking around the Oval during recess, freestyling, and one of my mates would beatbox, and it kind of just went from there. And then I joined this battle website. It's called Let's Beef, and I met Defect, which is one of my best mates. It's Sever's little brother. I met him on there, and then we met up in person, and from there started the crew and met Sev, and yeah,
Everything
the rest is
rolled on.
history.
So then, '09, you guys had the mixtape, and then 2010 was your first solo.
Mixtape.
Yeah, and that was, what was the title of that one?
It's called Panic Disorder.
And that was the one with Bloodstained
Bloodstained
Nikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that particular song, because I seen you do that last night at the end.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, who did the beat on that?
Oh, well, see, it was a mixtape, so it was a jacked beat from like SoundClick or something. We used to just go on there and jack all the beats, because yeah, I didn't sell Panic Disorder. I just gave it all for free, and that was the whole idea. I didn't really want to pay for beats for something I was going to give out for free anyway. But yeah, Bloodstained Nikes, it was kind of just, when I wrote it, it was more like not trying to be a staunch, but thinking about people in the past that I did have problems with, or like when I was beaten as a kid or whatever. It was kind of like I was a bit older, and I felt like, all right, you want to fight me now? That's unlikely. Find me. Then called up the boys that I thought would suit it, and yeah, turned out much better than I thought it would be. Like, the reception of it was absolutely nuts when it got out there.
Yeah, so did you expect it to be received?
Nah, bro. Bloodstained Nikes was like one of the ones I least expected to get a good response. But yeah, I guess being the first solo release though, I didn't really know what to expect. Yeah.
And man, that's got like 800,000 views
Yeah.
on YouTube. That's got to be one of your highest hitting?
Yeah, that's the most viewed.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
crazy,
on
man.
the channel. Yeah.
On your way to 1 million.
Yeah.
Platinum.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay, so that was 2010.
Yeah, it was just towards the end of 2010.
And then the year after that, how did things progress, from there?
Well, that's when that Shady kind of blew up a bit, and that's when I first really started getting booked for shows, and it was just a whole new experience, really, of people actually listening to my music. So yeah, it was just, that whole next year was kind of just doing shows and learning.
And then you started, because I think on that first mixtape, there's no videos.
No.
But after that is when you started dropping clips on YouTube.
Yeah, well, yeah, about around 2011, 12, we would make videos just with a shitty little hand camera, like terrible quality, but we just did it for fun, really. But it's not until kind of 2 years ago where we invested in a decent camera and started doing our own clips and really pushing actual videos instead of just putting the track up with, you know, the cover art or
With
whatever.
the artwork.
Yeah, because now it just seems like you need those visuals, really, because everyone's doing it. So, and if you're not doing it, then people probably skip it, unfortunately. But it's cool. It's fun to make videos anyway. We love it.
Now, after that mixtape, you had a release with Omac.
Yes. Yeah. Shit, maybe that was 2011 or 12.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Omac was like a huge supporter of the Perth hip hop scene for ages. We used to always see him at gigs, and then he started recording with a guy in our crew called Misk. And then from there, one night we just decided he'll fit the crew perfectly, and we dropped him in, and I just started hanging with him heaps, and we kind of just spent every night making tracks. And then we had a mixtape, and we're like, shit, we should actually put this as a release. And that was, The Devil's Resume. And then we're like, fuck it, let's tour it as well, why not? And that got a great response too, man. So that was really fun working with Omac on that.
I think I remember that tour. The Adelaide show was at Fowler's, maybe?
That we supported Cursor at Fowler's. Okay. That was the first time. But that was kind of around the same era when we released that.
So you did the mixtape with Omac, and then I think it's a couple years later you had another release.
Yeah, I released a solo mixtape called Paranoia Prison, and and that did I tour that? Shit, I don't know, man. I can't remember much. There was lots of drinking back then, but Paranoia Prison, and it went pretty well. There's songs like I Won't Leave, which was probably the standout on that record, and
And then so since that last release, you've been doing, I see, like a fair bit of stuff on the YouTube. You know, obviously, like you said, a couple of years ago is when you've invested in a camera and all that. And now you've recently just dropped another mixtape.
Yeah.
While We Wait. So tell us a bit about that.
So While We Wait is like a few of the promo tracks that I've been dropping, because I got this tendency to just write a track and go, I don't know if it's good enough for an album or a mixtape or whatever, so I do a video and just put it up as promo to keep the buzz going. And then it goes well, and I'm like, shit, should have put it on a release. So a few promo tracks that people seem to like are on there, and also a few tracks that were going to be on the album, but I thought wouldn't really fit it. So I thought, fuck, I might as well put them on something.
I see you got Draft on there as a feature.
Yeah.
Bit of Belief.
Yeah.
Now, how's obviously you guys all been from Perth. There's a pretty close-knit rap community over there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Extremely close community, and dudes like Draft and Bitter, they really do care about the scene, and they're always happy to give advice and help us out, and they've, over the years they've given us lots of guidance. All of SBX has, really. We're really grateful for that.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.